for the second straight game, but you combine that with the second chance points you allowed, and that's kind of the story of the game. What did you see from the rebounding?
Yeah, I mean, I think I felt like we were a step slow, quite honestly, tonight. We got hurt on the glass. That certainly was a factor. And then the free throw line, too. I thought the fouling too much. We never really were able to get out in transition as much as, because they didn't necessarily shoot it great from three themselves. But the amount of times they got it back or got fouled, it just kind of slowed us down and caught us, in the half court quite a bit. But, yeah, that was, to your point, I thought, the issues we needed to overcome. And I just thought on a lot of those rebounds, it wasn't even so much there was a wrestling match in the lane as much as they were like pop-out rebounds to the elbows, short corners, and we're just a step slow, I think, on a lot of loose balls, a lot of plays like that. Even some rotations and stuff, we were a step slow.
You kind of messed around with a bunch of different lineups, I assume, because of the offensive rebounding. Obviously, had Drummond and Vooch in there together, but then also went small with Dalen at the 5. What was kind of your mentality of just?
Yeah, I mean, we ended up going big there, but that didn't really cure the rebounding problem, quite honestly. And and not to say that Vooch and Drum need to get a rebound. Some of them were in the lane, but a lot of them were out of the lane. Where our guards have got to come back. It's just more of a collective group effort. But I just thought, let's try to go small and switch and see if couldn't get out in transition. It was okay for a period of time. They ended up going back to our normal, lineup. And we stayed small a little bit longer, but I was just trying to put different things because I just didn't think that we had, like I said, we were a little slow and step behind, and it was just more trying to generate some energy or some plays, for us.
Billy, they were obviously very shorthanded. Did you sense at all, you guys, any kind of vibe of taking them lightly, and even if not, is this a reminder that you guys aren't just good enough to just roll the ball out there and beat anybody? You've got to bring kind of your A game every night?
Yeah, I didn't certainly sense that at all from these guys. I think they understand where Cleveland's at in the standings, compared to where we are, us being below them. Our record right now, we don't even have the luxury to even have that mentality. I did not sense that from our guys at all. And give them credit. They played well. They were physical, and because of the rebounding and the fouls, they were able to set their defense quite a bit. And I thought, physically at times, they kind of got into us and kind of got us off cuts and got us out of rhythm some. But I did not sense that at all. I think this group's, like a lot of these guys have been around, a period of time, and what you're talking about, there's stories of that all over the place, but I think our guys are smart enough. I don't think that they walked in and figured, okay, we're just going to go in here, show up and play and go home.
Billy, the team's been shooting so well as of late. When you've got an off three-point night like tonight, how do you want to see the offense adjust when those three-point shots aren't falling?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. We didn't necessarily take a league average, like an abundance of them. I thought the ones we took were good. They were open. I didn't think we forced any. I think they had taken 27 in the first half, right? And I forget the number we were actually at the half, but I think maybe they made a couple more threes than we did, considering they took a lot more than we did. So I didn't feel like we were just hunting threes or just shooting the ball. I think the shots that we took were good. I actually thought in the first half, and I told Io and Patrick this at the half, that they needed to shoot the ball when they were open. I thought they bypassed a couple shots that they had on some closeouts where their man closed short to them, and they had shots, and we didn't shoot it, and we ended up having maybe a more difficult possession than we needed to. But I think when those shots are there, you got to take them. We were 1 for 14. I think last game, from the three-point line in the first half, you got to stay with it. Kobe ended up getting hot. You want to give those guys the opportunity to shoot the ball and not say, hey, we're not shooting, well, don't shoot. You got to sometimes take what the defense is giving you to.
What did you think of Dalen's minutes tonight, how he fared?
I thought he did good. I thought he gave us really good energy off the bench. I think because we were having a hard time scoring, I probably played DeMar too many minutes. We do have 2 days, and, we were having such a hard time, what Julie was saying, putting the ball in the basket. I was just trying to find different ways and different lineups that we could maybe score a little bit. Because, again, I felt like our first shot defense was okay. It was the second shots and the fouls that really, really hurt us. But Dalen came in off the bench and gave us really good minutes and really good energy.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, yep, thank you. Guys, have Merry Christmas, guys.